What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video by yours truly. In today's video, we're diving into episode 2 of Digimon Beatbreak titled Glowing Dawn. Last time, we saw Tomura's fateful first encounter with our boy Gekkomon, but in this episode, things escalate fast. We've got a lot to talk about, from Kyo's cool but mysterious presence to the members of Glowing Dawn and the cold heart treatment. And of course, Gokumon's appearance and the Kinoko gang's unforgettable lecture. So, let's jump right into it. The episode starts right after Gekkomon absorbs Tomura's E-Pulse, and immediately he absolutely destroys Hayamon in battle. Not gonna lie, I kinda saw this coming, but we see that the Glowing Dawn was already in the building. We see Rena and Wolvermon holding Asuka and informs Makoto that the older brother already got. And then Makoto on the other side is also in shock, cause he sees that a fat, bloated Digimon ate Tomoro. And alongside Tomoro, all of a sudden, beats up Hayamon. He just can't believe what he's seeing. He's like, what is going on? And what the hell is that Digimon? He's not on the bounty list? A brand new Digimon? Obviously pointing at Gekkomon, right? So they both watch Gekkomon beating Hayamon's ass, but they realize that these guys doesn't seem to know how to fight. The way they use too much E-Pulse is crazy, like they're gonna be out of gas soon. Then the other Hayamon shows up and attacks Tomoro, and Rena interrupts by asking, like, which one of you that took Asuka's E-Pulse? One said that I didn't give two shits about names, so probably him? But then comes the emotional hit, right? When the other one says he remembers names, and it's Hitomi. And Tomoro over here realized the name. Then he proceeds to explain that the reason Hitomi was chased and attacked in the first place was because of Tomoro's E-Pulse. Probably because it's special or something, right? And of course, that's how they got his brother too. And that realization completely breaks him. He falls into despair, and as a result, his link with Gekkomon got severed. And just when things couldn't get any worse, Hayamon tries to evolve. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. Digimon can actually do that here? I understand that even the previous series, right? Digimon consume one another for more power and stuff like that. But it's just the way Beatbreak handled it. With Sapotama, how E-Pulse from human emotion becomes this target for Digimon. It basically acts as an energy, as a base. Not gonna lie, it kinda makes sense. And in a way, it's so smooth. We can picture a lot of things and a lot of troubles that can happen. And it can actually goes both ways. First, we can have an opponents, the humans and the Digimon, working together just like Mitsuo and Fan Beamon from the first episode. We see Fan Beamon evolving into Waspmon, right? Second, we can have the Digimon evolve without a partner. And where do they get the energy? It's by stealing a Sapotama from humans, just like what Hayamon trying to do over here. I bet we'll see ultimates running around and all that soon enough. It's gonna get crazier. Okay, let's get on track here. So one of the Hayamon tries to evolve, right? But in the middle of it, a mysterious Digimon suddenly bursts in, unalived Hayamons on the spot with a strike to the chest, holding Asuka's Sapotama instantly. I'm like, just like that? That abruptly? At first, I honestly thought it was Murasamemon, but I'm like, wait a minute, I knew it the moment I saw that hand holding the egg. It's just like in the opening. The man of the hour, Gokumon, is here, ladies and gentlemen, and he's such a menace, dude. This mother is so massive, and the moment it appeared, the vibe was like, okay, this is serious. Hayamon is like, what the hell, man, I was supposed to evolve, right? Then he pulls out his hand, completely deleting Hayamon. And not gonna lie, the first thing that comes to mind after seeing this is Digimon Adventure, our war game movie. The one where Informon interrupts Kabuterimon and Greymon's evolutions. You know that scene where Informon were like, not so fast, cancelled it and make his way out through the exit. Who knows, a homage maybe? Yeah, and for Hayamon, I don't know. Doing Asuka like that, I think he deserves it, right? Kurtmon did a scan on Gokumon and says, nope, it's data locked. And they just assume that based on the aura my boy over here, hey, he might be ultimate or even above that. And Gekkomon like, yo, stay away from Tomoro. And the moment he tries to attack, Kyo-san shows up to help, grabs Gekkomon's head and smoothly looks back and turns around. And I gotta say, that guy's drip and aura, top tier. But at the same time though, there's something about this dude, man. Him and Murasamemon, both of them, they've got this cold, unreadable look. Kyo just gives off that mysterious, I know more than I'm saying vibe. Cause the way he keep his composure in front of Gokumon says a lot about him, right? It's like he deals with ultimate levels for breakfast. Plus he gives that same Gojo's Kakashi vibes, right? The sensei of the group. Then he went to ask him to summon the owner. He refused and concluded with, so be it then. Then we see Murasamemon strike it from the back and Gokumon's counter it, and we finally got this shot right here. And man, I was waiting for this one. We see the impact and everything start to crumble. Gokumon jumps back. His movement is too good, man, and focuses energy on the edge of his power pole and proceed to make an exit. With his face still covers in shadows, I'm like, okay, Gokumon. First encounter actually slaps. Murasamemon's like, should I go after him? And Kyo's just, another time, we need to protect his brother first. On the next morning, we shift scenes to the Glowing Dawn base, where Tomoro wakes up surrounded by Digimons he's never seen before. Rissimon, Chirpmon, and Cougarmon. It's funny how he first thinks that it's all a dream, then proceed to wear the glasses, sees Gekkomon sleeping in front of him, and like, nope. It's not a dream. Rena and Pristimon comes in and like, oh, you're awake, the sink's over there, go wash your face and blah blah blah. Pristimon snaps at him with a, what are you looking at? That moment cracked me up, man. Then we got introduced from everyone at Glowing Dawn, and Kyo basically fills us with the details that they are the Glowing Dawn and they handles Digimon incident that are unknown to the world. And his brother Asuka is an old friend of Kyo, and Glowing Dawn was asked to look after Tomoro Tenma. We also learned that both of their parents were still alive and they just lived separately, and it kind of felt weird how it felt like Tomoro didn't even bother to call their parents about Asuka. Are they divorced or something? You know, the kind of go our separate ways kind of deal. Yeah, we'll see though, right? And so far, I think my favorite pair has to be Reina and Pristimon. Reina's design and her outfit just fit her personality so well. She's confident but stylish. It really stands out. And at Glowing Dawn, it seems like Kyo does the cooking, Makoto does the laundry, and everyone just lives together like this big family. And it makes me wonder, right? Maybe all of them share some kind of tragic past. Perhaps their parents were attacked by Digimon and that's what brought them together under one roof. There's a subtle warmth there, but also a quiet sadness behind it. Then comes one of the more interesting reveals. Apparently, if they can retrieve a person's original E-Pulse, there's a chance they can cure the cold heart condition. But they did say though, there's a chance. That phrasing there makes me think, have they actually tested it before? Or is it just a theory they're holding onto for hope, right? Asuka's remaining E-Pulse seems to be in the hands of that Gokumon, and Kyo over here suggests that Tomoro joins the Glowing Dawn and they should search for any clues from a bunch of cleaners. And we're gonna get to this later in the video. And I think that sounds like it's gonna take a while before Asuka gets back to us. But there might be a chance for Hitomi though, right? As for Asuka, since Gokumon came to them once, they felt like there would be a good chance he'll make a contact again. And on top of that, they still need to track down Hayamon, who's now fused with Hitomi's E-Pulse. Man, things are piling up, and it's actually going smooth for Tomoro, right? And you know, there's this charm with our airheaded Gekkomon over here and that I really appreciate, that even in the middle of all this serious talk going on, Gekkomon's loud and lively personality really helps lighten the moods. It keeps things from getting too dark. He's loud, he's goofy, but he brings a sense of life and balance to the group. Then, out of nowhere, the Mushroom Gang, Kinoko Gang, drops by Tomoro's house. And it turns out, they're cleaners too. Not gonna lie, their entrance is funny and I just can't with those haircut, man. It's too corny, dude. And so it's not just Glowing Dawn that are out there, right? There are actually multiple groups out there doing this same kind of work. I mean, it makes sense. I was really hoping for this, and I am so glad it turns this way, because the vibe right now that I am getting from the series, from Digimon Beatbreak, that there are no Digidestined like the previous gens. Like, let's say Savers got this team, right? But they kinda the only ones. They're not competing or anything, like, you know. Well, we need to see how special Tomoro is, but for now, there are no special kids or whatever. We live in a real world kind of vibe. It's a freedom of association. Groups do things differently, which is peak. Not gonna lie. Their intros, the Kinoko gang, is funny as hell too. Tomoro and Gekkomon were like, what? Then the Kinoko gang goes on to explain, giving their lecture, how a Digimon is born from a Sapotama. Apparently, when a Digimon starts emerging, the Ministry of Civil Protection contacts you, like, hey, something's wrong with your Sapotama, seems bugged. And if you report it, they'll replace it with a new one. But if you ignored it, you're labeled a wanted criminal. And they gonna put you out a bounty on your head. Like, what's going on? Are we in a pirate world or something? And not just you though, it includes the Digimon too. Even Gekkomon's surprised seeing how his bounty is so damn cheap. Not gonna lie, that scene is funny as hell. He's like, what? I ain't that cheap. And the only way to clear that bounty is to become a cleaner yourself. Kinda harsh, right? Like, one missed call and you're suddenly on the most wanted list? What? But I've gotta say though, it's a pretty easy to understand system. It's simple but effective world building, right? Then we get a battle with the Mushroom Gang, because they start attacking and Tomoro, you know, ran out, bringing Gekkomon. And man, Digimon Anime just loves that mushroom growing on people trope. We even saw something like that in Ghost Game, and that episode was wild. I just can't unsee that episode. And not gonna lie, the Kinoko gang really do know how to fight smart. Rose mushrooms that swept the energy or E-Pulse, which is so smart. But in the end, they runs away after listening the name Sawashiro Kyo and the Glowing Dawn. Like, I can't wait to hear them stories, man. What did this man accomplish that he becomes a legend like that? And of course, the one I like the most is the interaction between Tomoro Tenma and Gekkomon. We see how first they were arguing with each other, which is hilarious. I like every time they do that. Then to him helping out Gekkomon, right? Bringing him out of the house, to Gekkomon kind of paving the way for Tomoro to move ahead. Telling him, hey, it's time for you to stop running away. Stop avoiding things. You curious about something, figure it out yourself. If there is a fight, we'll fight together. We see how Gekkomon took out the Sapotama and Tomoro just understand it. Because deep inside, he was thinking the same thing, but Gekkomon is like that trigger. That one final push, you know? And I feel grateful that and really happy seeing Tomoro have that kind of guy beside him, because his life right now actually kind of messed up. A girl that he met once, you know, that one interaction on the rooftop, and his brother Asuka becomes a victim to the cold heart case and then get branded a criminal in one day. So obviously he can't go to school no more. Well, I don't know if he could by becoming cleaners, but yeah, it's messed up. And lastly, the goofy goober, my boy Gekkomon. Man, he's such a foodie. He really likes to eat, dude. It's crazy. Everyone's like, what, you're eating again, boy? Like, even Cougarmon's like, what a peculiar one. It's so much fun having him around. Yeah, and if you think about it, right, all of this in 2 episodes, right? The Glowing Dawn with all 3 characters and their Digimon, what happened to his brother and everything, and the brief squabbles or slight contact, if you will, with Gokumon. It's a lot, you know? but I don't know, for some reasons I don't feel like it's rushed or anything. I think it's masterfully written, encapsulates the mood really well. I'm just enjoying it, like this is really good. Yeah, without a doubt, a really good episode so far. A good introduction to Beatbreak and the overworld settings of the world. Yeah. Anyway, next week's episode, Mirror Reflection. Looks like we're finally getting a rematch against Hayamon. Seems to have evolved, right? And I'm really curious to see if Tomoro and the others can actually save Hitomi this time. I bet they will, right? So that kind of gives the more reason for them to go after Gokumons. So yeah, things are heating up fast, and I honestly can't wait to see where Beatbreak goes from here. That's all for today's breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. Peace.